Game number 1 is getting underway in our third and final match of the night. Both of these guys need big wins if they're going to continue to make headway towards that top 8. Powder versus Purple is getting underway.
I expect to see a slugfest between these two guys. And look, there is the Freeze Mage deck.
Yep, cannot feel comfortable about game 1 here, though.
He is against Warrior.
Yep, I think, this is something Powder's talked about his research since Purple's been streaming so much Freeze Mage. I wonder if that influenced his decision.
Oh, you have to believe it does. And something that I'm really interested to see as this match goes along is how much the music is going to affect Powder. In his last matchup, we saw him dancing and singing during his match. Now, Purple, I don't know if he can, take any of his attention away from this match.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. This is one where he needs to be 100% focused. And this matchup is so good for him to start. I mean, this is setting really a big pace in this game.
Oh, yeah, you're going to see him armor up early and often. Shield Maiden's going to be huge in this game. Not only is it a threat, but again, he's just going to get his life total so far out of reach for Purple to even finish the game.
Purple does have 2 of the very key elements in his opening hand, though. He's got Emperor Thorson, and he's got Alexstrasza. If he starts finding Archmage Antonidas with Frostbolts and Ice Lances, this game could very easily be winnable for Purple in this situation. Outright, this is an incredibly difficult matchup to win, but considering that he has Emperor so early, it's just completely out of reach for him.
Yeah, it's not completely out of reach for him, and you actually heard him in his interview claim that he might be one of the best Freeze Mage players in the world. So we're gonna have to see, him see how good he actually is here against, what could be his hardest test.
Yeah, I mean, this is easily, I think, the hardest test for this matchup. And I mean, Powder's even got piloted Shredder in here to make sure that he's keeping pressure early. This deck is almost built exactly for Freeze Mage, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm actually a big fan of piloted Shredder in the Control Warrior decks, especially if you know what you're going to be queuing up against, like what your opponent is capable of and what kind of decks they use.
Yeah, I have to 100% agree with you. And Purple, not a lot of room for really anything going on here. He's just going to coin Emperor straight away, understands the value of getting the mana out of this and even alleviating some of the pressure here. So doesn't have Archmage in his hand to couple with this, but an 8-mana Alexstrasza and 2-mana Frost Nova is certainly something.
Yeah, this is still going to be a really good Emperor for him here. Now, we've talked about this before. Emperor Thorson has pseudo taunt. You just cannot leave this guy sitting around on the board.
Yeah, Slam going to be the first play for Powder.
I fully expect this Fiery War Axe to take care of it as well if he wants.
Yeah, well, the Fiery War Axe instead of the Death Spike, mainly because he wants to keep armoring up every single turn.
Yeah, it's just a mana consideration if he does it here. Oh, he's actually thinking about attacking here. Shield Slams, they don't have a ton of value in this matchup. You might just think about, getting rid of a Shield Slam, but then you wonder, you did get to use your Slam to some advantage. You did get an actual card out of it, but, at what cost if you use your Shield Slam as well?
Yeah, I don't
you
really
might be keeping the Fiery Works as charge damage for later in the game as well, too. You might think, every swing needs to be going to my opponent's face.
No, I fully expect that to be happening. Oh, Snow Chugger. 2 3s are always pretty decent in this matchup. Stay out of range of Blizzard. I think a little bit better than 3 2s in this scenario, and Fiery War Axe is going to continue to add pressure. Purple's still at 30, but he's facing down some damage on the board. He has some extra card draw to add with this, but again, he's got to find Archmage Antonidas if he wants to win this game.
Yeah, getting this Mad Scientist and this Acolyte of Pain in play is going to get him a lot of extra cards. It's going to thin his deck. His draw density is going to be a lot better going forward here, so this is a really good turn for him.
This is also a spot where Powder could actually burn one of Purple's cards, and I'm curious if he's going to take that opportunity. If he burns Archmage Antonidas, the game is all but over in that situation. Not going to take that opportunity, though. Just going to let Purple go to 10 cards in hand. I'm going to mix these 2 names up.
Yeah, they're so similar. Yeah,
just going to continue to add pressure again, and this is looking grim for Purple right now.
It's actually kind of a tongue twister to say both their names together.
Yeah, I agree with you. 2 Shield Maidens even back behind us. Just everything in
Powder
the world.
Already up to 40 here in this game.
Yep. And he's even going to take out this Mad Scientist. I don't blame him for that. Purple does have access to Flame Strike right now, and this looks like one of the best turns that you're going to get against a Control Warrior deck. But Powder moves it to 15 armor now. I mean, the armor really the big story in this match.
Yeah, at some point in time, he's going to get to a life total that's going to be very hard for Purple to even deal that much damage with his deck.
Yeah, and Shield Maiden's going to just continue to add to that.
Yeah, we keep talking about how this is a bad matchup. That's actually why we're saying it. You see, Powder is at an effective 55 right now. That is one of the highest life totals you're going to see in constructed Hearthstone in a professional game. And, Purple's going to take a ton of it away from him with Alexstrasza. But,
2 shield
where do you go?
Yeah,
I was gonna say, these shield slams just take 22.
Why isn't he going for face with that shield slam, man?
That's because he's feeling like Taylor Swift.
He's feeling 22. See what you did there. Ice Barrier going to continue to extend Purple's life total.
I said yesterday I thought he was listening to Taylor Swift. I mean, come on.
Armor up. It's 24 armor now for Powder. It's just so brutal for Purple's position. It's going to be a matter of whether or not he has the time to do this. But, you know, he is going to set Doomsayer here. If this Doomsayer survives, he will get initiative back from this, and that may be the turn he's looking for.
He even gets the extra time to set up an ice block here as well. As we talked about earlier in these matchups, what you're trying to do with every turn is just get incremental advantages. You're trying to hold on, stay alive, and then look for any way to push forward that you can.
Yeah, Powder, wow.
He's going to turn up the heat here.
Yeah, Alexstrasza, I don't blame him for this. He's going to shield slam this Doomsayer if this is what he's doing. And,
There's not many better shield slam choices in this deck in this matchup. Yeah, just take 23.
Yeah, so purple. I mean, this has got to be the Archmage turn. You know, he's seen 2 shield slams at this point. I think that was part of his goal as well. He's got Frost over a couple with this. And he's going to hang on to this Ice Lance, I suspect, too. I mean, this is the big turn for him. If Archmage lives, this is where he has a chance to win. But Powder's got Cruel Taskmaster and Execute right behind this.
It seems like he just has everything. Plus, he can gain a ton of life this turn as well with Shield Block. He even has another Shield Maiden in his hand. He could, you know, forego that since he's going to be doing Cruel Taskmaster plus Execute this turn, and he's going to be able to back that up. You see, you know, purple react to it. You see,
yeah, I mean, that was his chance to win. He's basically been shredded at this point. And I think he's going to continue to fight this one out, but this is a long battle. From
he actually doesn't have. It's almost impossible for him to have enough damage left in his deck to win from here.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, he has to have this anti-heal bot go the distance here. Really be getting in some beats.
Powder, you will see him armor up every single turn for the rest of the game, and he's going to be playing Shield Maiden. There's no way he's going to pass up on armoring up unless it wins him the game.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I mean, at 30, it's never enough in this situation. Again, the further you extend that life total, the worse and worse chance your opponent has to win.
Yeah, and he's going to take away one of Purple's avenues of winning here. Love that play as well.
Yep.
Just at this point, I think Purple actually can't win anymore. I don't know if he can do enough damage.
Well, it's possible like they can get in a fatigue scenario maybe, but that's pretty far-fetched at this point. He's going to start launching damage at face and just trying to get done what he can get done, but it's just nowhere near enough at the end of the day. Now, with the Ice Block in his hand, I mean, what can he even draw at this point to fight off this kind of?
Yeah, well, the general builds, he's already out of his Archmage, so in the general builds, there's not a lot left over after that to kind of push this game, and he's already used his Alexstrasza as well, so there's no real way for him to get a big minion to play either.
Yeah, I mean, this game is not unwinnable though. I mean, maybe there's something like Pyroblast in here that he can pick up and add some damage to this.
We have seen that in some builds. It's been
say he draws Blood Mage this turn. The Ice Block's not getting popped. Say he draws Blood Mage, launches these spells at face, then picks up a couple more burn spells afterwards. There's a chance that he wins. It's just extremely slim at this point.
Yeah, it's very, very. I'm talking under 2% here.
Oh well.
He needs to go runner here.
Yeah, he's not even just gonna try to win this one anymore. Just gonna scoop it up and not let Powder deliver those final blows here.